Hello everyone, I'm Chris and I watch movies, and here we are. We did it. 2016 is over. The old is behind us, the new is ahead. Things are going to absolutely get better from here on out. At least that's what I tell myself at night. Because we have to ignore those voices that say time is just an illusion and things could always get worse. This is my top 10 of 2016, and this is the part where I tell you that making lists of movies is such a shallow topic, and as a film critic, I'm above such things. The truth is, I'm OCD and I like making lists. First of all, I'm going to talk about my honorable mentions. I thought about doing a top 20 because there were so many movies this year that I liked, but I thought, nope. First off, as an honorable mention, The Handmaiden. I saw this just a couple of days ago, and I really, really liked it. It almost made my top 10. I was just so enthralled with what was happening and couldn't wait to see what was going to happen next. Zootopia, the second best Disney movie out this year. There were only two Disney movies out this year, but it was the second best one. OJ, Made in America. This is a fascinating, fascinating documentary that you absolutely should check out. It's on Hulu, I think. Some people are arguing whether or not it should be considered a movie or whether it was a TV thing. I just absolutely loved it. I think it's one of the best released things out this year, so you definitely should watch it. Midnight Special. I think this is my favorite Jeff Nichols movie so far. I still haven't seen Loving. Sorry. The Lobster. I just loved what this movie had to say about relationships, and it said it in a very funny way. A movie nobody saw but me this year, Bloodfather. So between this and Get the Gringo a few years ago, Mel Gibson is still making really entertaining, well-made action films. People just aren't seeing them. I can't imagine why. Deadpool, my favorite superhero movie of the year, and probably going to be my favorite superhero movie of the next couple of years. 10 Cloverfield Lane. This movie is an amazing debut. I can't wait to see what this guy does next. Hell or High Water. Solid Western noir. Jeff Bridges is doing his thing. Just like, can't go wrong. And now for my disclaimer. Number 10, Hunt for the Wilder People. Everyone's calling it Hunt for the Wilder People, even though in the movie they pronounce it Wilder People. This is one of the most charming and hilarious movies that I saw all year long. Director Taika Waititi, I think he also did What We Do in the Shadows. I think he's just like one of the funniest directors, and it's such a shame that he's about to get sucked into the Marvel Cinematic Universe and probably be watered down in his directorial efforts. We'll see. I just can't wait to see this movie again. I think it's one of those movies that, hopefully I will quote all the time, and people who have seen it will also get. Number 9, Moana. I think this might be one of the best Disney movies since the 90s, and I saw it a second time, and I still think, yeah. This is from Ron Clements and John Musker, who did The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, and I think that really kind of is a clue to why this movie is such good quality story-wise. And also the music in it is just fantastic. It's a good year for musicals. Number 8, Swiss Army Man. I just feel like this is one of the most awkwardly honest and human movies that I've seen. Like, the comedic elements of it are so juvenile that it shouldn't really work, but it does. Because the characters are so honest and it's such like a just sincere, heartfelt movie. This is another debut movie too. I just don't... Are we in like a new wave of new people with their original first movies? Number 7, Moonlight. Another just like extremely honest and human movie, but in a completely different way. This is the movie I think has probably the most chance right now of winning Best Picture. And while it's not my number 1 favorite film of the year, I think it probably deserves it. I think it's the movie that we actually need right now. I like how everyone is saying that every movie is the movie we need right now. But no, Moonlight really is the movie that we need right now. Number 6, Sing Street. This movie came out earlier this year, but it is just pure joy. If you just are feeling low, you need to watch this movie immediately. It's about a young Irish kid who starts a band in the 80s. It's a love story. It's a very heartwarming story about brothers. It's a movie about how music can really empower us and help us grow. Just one of the best coming of age stories I've seen in a long time. And it's on Netflix. Number 5, Kubo and the Two Strings. I'm a big fan of Laika Animation Studios, their stop motion. I think this is their best movie. This might be my favorite stop motion animated movie. Maybe along with Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's very rare to see animated movies these days for kids that just don't try to be cutesy. They don't try to pander to the audience. It kind of reminded me of kids movies from the 80s and how biting and funny it was. But very, very dark at the same time. Number 4, Green Room. Jeremy Saulnier is just becoming one of the directors that I just count down the days till his next movie. Green Room is his third, like, major release, and, he made a successful indie movie a few years ago, and he could have, like, gone on to do something bigger and higher budget, but he decided to make another indie movie. It's basically like Assault on Precinct 13 with punk rockers and neo-Nazis. And he's completely pulling the rug out from under you every 5 seconds. You just have no clue what's going to happen next. And it's very, very suspenseful and not for the faint of heart. Number 3, The Nice Guys. It says a lot about the quality of movies this year that this is not my number 1 favorite movie because I love this movie so much. But it seems like every 10 years now, Shane Black just shows up again to give us a hilarious and awesome buddy cop movie. And no one seems to be writing funnier dialogue than him. So if you're one of the many people who did not go see this movie, shame on you. Number 2, The Vavitch. This almost made my number 1. Almost, because it may not be my number 1 favorite, but it is, I think, probably the best made movie of the year. It's one of the best horror movies in forever. It has shades of, The Shining and Rosemary's Baby. And it's just amazing that this is a first-time director again. I just cannot believe this. This feels like somebody who has extreme purpose in every single shot, in every single piece of dialogue, all culminating to create this beautiful movie that is like a waking nightmare. And my number 1 favorite movie of the year is La La Land. I don't even think that La La Land is like the best movie of the year, and certainly other people do too. The backlash is already beginning. But it's mainly my favorite, mostly for the reason of just, it moved me in such a particular way, and I just it was just so satisfying to see somebody do a musical in a style that has not been done in a very, very long time. And as soon as it was over, I just couldn't wait to see it again. I've seen it twice now, and I can't wait to see it again and again. It just brought me so much joy, and it just felt so alive. And it's cliche to say that I definitely connected with the story of, artists moving to Hollywood to pursue their dreams. But I do think the movie is a lot smarter and clever than people necessarily give it credit for. I think it has a lot of honest things to say about chasing your dreams and relationships. And that Damien Chazelle just knows how to use the camera. Just more, please. Just keep doing the things. So what was your favorite movie of 2016? Let me know. What movie are you looking forward the most to in 2017? Also let me know. For me, it's pretty much just Baby Driver. And also Baby Driver. Also, guys, I just started using Letterboxd. It's like Facebook for movie geeks, and it's a really fun website, and if you're not on there, you should get on there, and if you are on there, let me know. I'll find you. Happy New Year, everyone.